Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we'll be reviewing the Mountain x Griff Nitro, or the Griff x Mountain. It's basically the Mountain with the Griff and Cyber graphic from Nitro. This board is available in three sizes, 157, 160, and 163. This board features Nitro's camber profile, which is traditional camber into rocker in the tip and the tail. Basically cam rock. So you're going to get the pop and snap of traditional camber, but you're going to have a little bit better float and powder because of the rocker in the tips and a little bit ease of entry into turns. I rode this board at Arapahoe Basin on a kinda normalish powder day that turned into a spring powder day, which basically means hot pow. So the snow went from light and fluffy to heavy and chundery. It was a little overcast, there was some fog, humidity, other shit going on, and I rode it with my K2 Thraxis boots and my K2 Indy bindings. Clearly a directional snowboard, so you have a softer nose, slightly stiffer mid-center, and then a really stiff tail. Basically the middle of the board is about all mountain free ride flex, like middle of the road. Nose is a little softer, but the tail is super friggin' stiff. There's some torsional give between the feet on this board, but it's not like a crazy amount. Now, this board is fairly stable. It does a great job of dissipating shatter at high speeds on groomers. That nose will get a little flat, but it doesn't resonate fully back underfoot. It's not one of those boards where you're gonna feel everything. It pushes through everything in its path. It's really just designed for charging hard and hauling ass. This board takes a little bit more to engage to get it to pop. You really have to load up off that back foot and engage that rocker into the camber section, but when you do, this board is going to pop, and I mean boost. It's one of those boards where you have to know that you want to pop and really load it to get it to spring and snap, but when you do, you're fucking boosting. With the nose being softer, when you pop 180 into a butter, you've got this nice platform where that rocker meets the camber, and it'll lock in, and believe me, you will notice that it's locked in. It'll hold, and you can just plow right through, pop right back out. The tail, on the other hand, takes a lot more effort. It's really one of those boards that you really got to get your weight out over and really manhandle to get it to butter. This board's very nimble edge to edge, and it's solid at carving. It's only when you do those deep, hard, aggressive Euro carves where you're really pushing off the tail that it'll sometimes wash out. There's a limit on this. So you have to be prepared for that when you're trying to drive this board. Now, if you're just gonna do big swooping carves and not really get low and deep on it, yeah, you're fine. Tight little quick setup carves, sure. Basically, this board is designed for turning and burning. So who's this board for? The all-mountain free ride guy that'll throw a little freestyle flair into their riding. This board didn't suck, but it also wasn't mind-blowing. It just sort of fits somewhere in the middle in there. I mean, it has its place in the Nitro line, but then again, their line has like 5,000 boards in it, so I assume that there's a place for it. It's a board that there's other boards from other companies that are better, and there's boards from other companies that are worse, and then there's just boards from other companies that are exactly the same or very similar to it. It's not a crazy standout of a board to me. Comparable boards: the Jones Aviator, the Ride Berserker, kind of. I don't know, Berserker kind of sucks. The K2 Manifest. This has been my review of the Nitro Mountain x Griff, basically the Griff and Cyber Pro model from Nitro. Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it? Do you own one? Are you going to buy one? Leave me a comment down below. Let's have a conversation about this snowboard. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications, that way you're not missing any of the videos we've got coming out for all you snowboarders of the internet. And if you'd really like to support us and you want to see us grow out and build our content offering as well as our snowboard network, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP. I could tell you more here, but I've got a video over there that explains it. As always, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and I'll see you in another video.